All right, folks, there it is, 4 o'clock, and they're back in New York City, Broad and Wall, New York Stock Exchange, CMI listed New York Stock Exchange stock. There it is, the bell, ding, 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 ding. Let's take a look at the markets today. A little bit of weakness across the board. Dow down 150 or so, plus or minus. NASDAQ down 72. NASDAQ's been having a rough couple of days here. Rough last few days. Let's bring it down to gold. Unchanged, basically. $4, not much, 33.84. Oil up again. We don't like to see that. We want to see that oil price start to slide a little bit. Yep. Okay. We're going to hopefully we get oil back down under 60. Trump loves to drill, baby, drill here, drill there, drill everywhere. We see if we can get that under 60, maybe even approach 50. That would be a good thing. Jump over the crypto market. I don't have much good news in the crypto market today. Unfortunately, the Bitcoin sitting right at 112,000 or so ballpark. I saw it into the 111,000 area at one point. Ethereum 4231. Remember that made a 4,800 high a couple of days ago, so it's backing off a decent amount. And guys in the control room, hold your ears. XRP down 9 cents, $2.87. Oh, big. But remember, tomorrow a big event is happening tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Jerome Powell, he's been combating Trump, right? They've been going at it. Will speak at Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and he's going to talk about his vision. Again, that's the Fed governors, but his vision, Fed chairman, his vision for interest rates going forward, and that always is a major market mover. I know a lot of people don't really think you care about the market, but trust me, you care about the market. You want a healthy American stock market. It's good for everything. It's good for business. It's good for hiring. It's good for employment. It's good for wages when companies are doing better. It's good for people looking to start businesses. These are really good things for the market. That's why we start with it every day. It's very, very important. Not everyone thinks they're in the stock market. A lot of people are. If you got a 401k, a pension, you're likely in the stock market as well. Ben, I know Voice of God is not hot yet or not, but do we have Anna Kelly from the White House yet? We do not. Okay, and then let's do this. Let me do this instead. Let's pivot. We're live TV. This is what we do. We love this. Our first guest had a life that literally rose from the ashes. He was an undefeated professional boxer who turned to dealing drugs because he had to help make money for his family. He was arrested and sentenced to 2 life sentences. Why? Well, for nonviolent drug offenses. Nonviolent drug offenses, just 24 years old. After hearing his case, he was given clemency by President Trump in 2020. Since then, he's gone on to help the incarcerated and veterans. It's an incredible story, which you can read about in his book, Duke Got Life, Boxers Fight for Freedom and One Last Shot at Redemption. Happy to have Duke Tanner in studio. Welcome, Duke. Really good to have you. Let's do this. We got some time here.
Yeah.
Guess you put that ESPN video of Duke boxing from quite a bit a while ago. Let's take a look at that. That's you, brother. Tell us about that. What year was that? And tell us what's
that was 2003, my first live TV fight. And it was amazing. Every time I look at it, it make me want to jump out there and have one more dance.
Yeah. So you're featured on ESPN, but you can't make ends meet. So what happens? You turn to life on the streets. Tell us about that.
I come from Gary, Indiana, and before I do anything, I'm always give my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, all the praise and glory, because without him, I wouldn't be here. So, but to answer your question, I went to the streets, and to try to get extra ends meet for my family, and I took a shortcut, is what I call it, and it landed me to get arrested. And the guys that I was working for they had got in trouble on their own, so they gave me.
So you're working for a couple of drug dealers.
Yeah.
You're a low-level guy, probably just doing a little stuff on the street, making a few bucks. They get nabbed, and they point the finger at you.
Yeah, the Mexican guy, Herber Solis, he came in and brought me in, and they wanted me to go inside and do the same thing that he was doing and lie on other people. And I said that I refuse to do that. I want to accept my full responsibility and go on. And they made me go to trial, and I got a double life sentence. And
life sentence.
He got like 5 years.
He gets 5 years, and you're working for him.
Yeah.
Incredible. So now you're in jail, and did you find Jesus? Did you find God in prison, or did it happen before you were there?
No, I knew who God was, but I didn't have a relationship with him, and that's the difference. A lot of people maybe know who Jesus is and know who God is, but it's one thing to learn how to pray, and learn how to study the Bible and apply those things to your life.
What did you do in prison? So you're spending your time there, and just take us through that. I mean, it's got to be difficult to sit there, and you're probably with a lot of hardened criminals, and you're in there for 2 life sentences for nonviolent drug offenses.
It was my first arrest in my life, so of course it was real different for me. But I was just thinking about my family.
What year is this? I'm sorry, Duke. What year is
2004. I got arrested.
So
I was
just
24 years old.
after this video, after you're on ESPN, tough blow to you.
Yeah, and I just had my son, who's actually my hero. We'll follow that up later, but I use that as well as I believe your character will make you survive in any situation, and that's what I did. I started programming myself, and then I started to help other people
in prison,
older or younger, to try to just help them become, help to develop them to be the best them.
So my guess is you get 2 life sentences. You can go one of 2 ways. You can say, I'm here for life. I'm just gonna, just be bad. I'm just gonna be bad because I can't get out. Or you take the other path. Let me try and help other people, and thereby helping myself as well.
100%. And you can never give up in anything, in business or nothing. You get knocked down. By me being a fighter, I was gonna get up every time. I lost appeal after appeal. What hit me the hardest was when the Obama administration denied my clemency because I fit all the prongs that they had to allow me to come home.
What year is this?
And
08, 09? He was elected in 08. So
when he started doing the clemencies, it was like 2014 on his way out the door, and I got denied in 16.
In 16. So you're still, are you preaching in prison? What are you helping other folks with? Are you boxing in prison?
No, I wasn't preaching in prison. I'm just giving guys tools and helping them develop who they really are, being like a coach to them, teaching them different principles and morals as a man, and to do the right thing for when they go outside, because they saw that my life got taken from me overnight. So some of those guys had out days. So I said, you can't go out like how you came in here. You got to go out better for your children, for your family, and things of that nature. And when I lost my mom and dad, I really would get on.
This is an interesting story, folks. You're in prison. Your brother's in prison.
Both of them. Two of my brothers.
You lose your parents.
Yes.
And you can't go. But someone can, but they won't let more than one of you go. Is that right?
No. Yeah, they was at lower levels. By me being in the maximum security, they wouldn't allow me. But the killer point that happened with my parents was that they was both cremated. So we always said that, we all gonna be out one day. So when we all got out, they didn't allow us to be together because my one brother was only out for 30 days. But I was already going inside prisons, helping guys and stuff, and they wouldn't allow us to be together. They said they wanted them to do 90 days. But by the grace of God, I was able to do that this summer.
So at some point, I don't know if you're with the great Brooke Rollins or Trump, how did you get in touch with the Trump administration to plead your case that way?
Faith without works is dead. So I was able to write different advocates, and I wrote the White House starting in 2018. I would write the White House every Sunday. I would put the same letter out, and somehow my letter got to Alice Marie Johnson, who he had got out, and Alice took it to my case,
Alice, absolutely,
and she took it to Brooke Rollins, and Brooke Rollins said, I want the whole file on this case. And she said she read my file.
Brooke's not even in the administration at this time.
This was the old administration, though.
She's at AFPI at the time.
No, she was working with the administration then.
Okay, all right, so go ahead. So
she was the final one that gets it. So Miss Alice took it to her, or however it got to her. Brooke took my whole file. She took it to the president, and she said he came back and said he's going home, and he let me out before the election.
But first, your sentence is commuted.
Right.
You're not pardoned yet. So you get your sentence commuted, you're coming out, okay, and then at some point, what year is this now? Commutation?
I got the commutation, the clemency, October 21st, 2020.
In 2020, and then when did you get pardoned?
I just got pardoned May 28th, 2025.
That's amazing. Now, was Brooke involved in that as well?
She was able to be the one. Her, Ms. Johnson was the ones that called me first and told me and said that, the president gave me my life back to where, he gave me a full pardon.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us the feeling when you first the commutation, you get out, and just explain. How's this? Why don't you tell Brooke and President Trump how you feel about them right here, right now?
Well, first and foremost, man, I just want to thank God that you guys was used as vessels to bring me home and to let me be an example to help many more that don't have a voice for them. That's why I work so hard and do what I do. You allow me to see my son graduate college. You allow me to be back in his life and to be there with my family, to get married. You know, you guys are the force that gave me my life back. And I got to add Miss Alice Johnson and Brittany Burnett as well, because they fought for me on the side. Brittany is a lawyer that wrote my petition up. And I'm just thankful for you guys. And I'm going to do everything in the world to try to help this justice system, as well as to bring more men and women home that need a second chance. Second chance is everything. And as well as help the people on the outside that come in poverty communities like myself to arise and get self-sufficiency and to break these systems and these cycles that we have been broken down to.
Duke, before we let you go, what's your goal now? What's your aspiration going forward?
I started a legacy impact group with my partner Adam Clausen, and we want to put a program inside the Bureau of Prison to help guys to get a coach and have this coach on them for life. We want to use an AI piece with it. It's been proven by Pepperdine that the program work is something that Adam created and we used, and we want to give it back to the system to help these men and women come out job ready and just better than what they is mentally, physically, spiritually. And I want to help the vets, the mental health, and I want to help people get off of the different Section 8s and things of that able to where they be able to be home buyers. That's my goal, and I think it all comes together.
And the book, folks, the book is Duke Got Life, and there's a really good subtitle here. A boxer's fight for freedom and one last shot at redemption. And you got it. Congratulations, Duke. We're proud of you.
Jake Paul, give me a fight. Quit picking on those little guys, man. You want to fight Javante, man. Let me dance one more time, you know. Think about it. I got one more left.
You got one more fight left?
I got one more left. I'm gonna let my son train me for the fight. He never got to see me fight, so I would love for him to train me, and we go out there and dance and make it happen for the world.
I would love to see it. We were all for that fight. Congratulations.
I called him out. God bless you, though, brother. Thank you.
All right, folks. Before I end the break, I just want to remind you about podcast. Forget the podcast. I want to go to break. We have so much more show. We will talk to you about it. Take a look at this Edge thing, and we'll be back in 2.5 minutes after the Edge promo. Watch. I've lived where the heat never stops. Pro baseball fields, open outcry pits, and the anchor chair. Pressure isn't the enemy, it's the test. Only the strong withstand it. Only the ready rise through it. The Edge isn't just a brand, it's the spark in men who've been holding back too long. September, the Edge is coming.